There is a time limit to how long one can avail of four-piece benefits. And after X number of years, one has to be taken off the rolls to give way to another qualified and waiting beneficiary. But the 3-year pandemic has left the four-piece timeline in disarray, and calls from beneficiaries up for delisting and from Congress are growing to halt the delisting process. Ryan Lesigas tells us more.
The House Committee on Poverty Alleviation calls on the DSWD to suspend the delisting or removal of about 1.3 million poor families from the Pantawid Pamilya Pilipino program or 4-piece. One Pacman representative, Mike Romero, says the families to be removed from the program should be properly assessed, as well as those who served as replacements. The lawmaker insists the DSWD must ensure the beneficiaries are actually out of poverty before they are removed from the program. He adds that the suspension of the listing would not affect the program because the agency has sufficient funds. During the budget hearing held by the DSWD in Congress, some legislators also raised the alleged sudden removal of some beneficiaries of 4-piece. But DSWD Secretary Rex Gatchalian immediately defended the move.
Ano po yung naging proseso sa pagtatanggal sa kanila? Kasi may mga report na biglaan, walang paghahanda para sa mga benepisyaryo sa sinasabing pag-graduate at nagkagulatan.
It wasn't haphazardly done by anybody. Sumunod po sa proseso yon.
The DSWD is currently implementing a moratorium on the delisting of 4-piece beneficiaries until the assessment of about 1.4 million poor families is completed. Gatchalian adds there are more families that became poorer or returned to poverty after the onslaught of COVID-19.
Iba na ang litrato ng kahirapan, kaya dapat ribisitahin natin sila. So namana po natin yon, yung proseso na yon, and come May of this year, unfortunately, a big chunk pa rin nila, close to 55% of those pa rin, are coming out na non-poor pa rin. So despite the fact na binisita na natin sila ulit, ginamit na natin yung proxy means test ulit, hindi pa rin ho natin nakaka-capture. On the ground, the regional directors are saying, mahirap pa rin ho tong taong to.
The assessment of the DSWD is expected to end in September. Ryan Lesigas for The Nation.